everybody, it's MrLEDiecast, and this video is going to be a little bit different in that I've just got a lot of stuff piling up here and not really any way to organize it to make a video of some of this stuff. So this is the clean out the video making area video. Most of these are incomplete collections, and I was hoping to find the rest of them and show them to you, but it just ain't gonna happen, so we might as well look at what we got. Some of these we're gonna take over to the diorama probably in the next video, so if you're interested in seeing these outside the package, well, that's fantastic. We'll do that in the next video. So starting off, we've got this Spider-Man collection versus the Sinister Six. I don't know much about this collection, I'll be perfectly honest. I know very little about it. There are the cars in the collection. There was only 5 listed. Now, I have the 5 cars, I believe, here that are listed, but there seems to be other cars in this collection. So, if anybody knows what's going on with this, I don't even know where these were from. I got these at a show and didn't ask when I got them. I just picked them up for $1 each. So there is the Electro. It is the Fandango. Put these down here. I'm not going to open these up in case there are more cars in this set. You can tell me. There is Rhino. He gets a repo duty. We just saw repo duty as a regular treasure hunt. That is quite a Rhino. That's not how I remember Rhino looking, but maybe that is the new Rhino with repo duty. We have... that is Craven. These are all Spider-Man enemies, by the way. Traditional Spider-Man enemies, if you want to call them that. There is Craven with Atorium. We haven't seen this car much lately. Atorium. We've got ourselves Dr. Octopus. This is in his new... whoops. Sorry about that. This is his new goth look, I guess, that he's got going on right now. his unkept Dr. Octopus look. Maybe this is from a cartoon? Somebody can tell me. I'm usually up on the cartoons, but I am not picturing this one at all. And we've got the Spider-Man, of course, and Spider-Man gets a Bedlam. Would have liked a better car for Spider-Man. Again, kind of the same problem I've had with a lot of these series. They're picking cars that just don't have much room for tampos on them. And so they just aren't as exciting. You'd like to see something like a, I don't know, Dairy. Even that Fandango has some room on it, but should have given that to Spider-Man. Just so you remember, I set these out so we could look at them. There was a series that was put out, I believe, about this time 2 years ago, and this was the one that had the evil twin in it that was very hard to find. So Spider-Man has gotten his treatment lately of different cars. They're getting their use out of that. If you remember in that old collection, there is the Venom car that came from that older collection. And the older collection was at Walmart, but I don't think this new collection is from Walmart. Okay, next up, I've got these cars. And here is another series that I know nothing about. You'd think I'd have some information. I'm going to use the Purple Passion as an example, because it's probably my favorite of the ones I got. I got these at Walmart. Pretty sure this is a Walmart exclusive. And if we look at the back, not much on there except for this exclusive collection. Invite you to explore the epic designs that come from the Hot Wheels garage. Collect them all. And there was 10 in total. I got 8 of them. The 2 that I'm missing, I believe, are the Challenger and the Thunderbird. The 2 that I would want most. I don't think they're any more collectible. That wagon is probably the hardest to find, I'm guessing. I've seen these turn up at Walmart kind of one at a time, didn't know anything about them, and then I found enough to collect 8 of them. So there is the Passion. Here is the Eldorado. Cadillac Eldorado 57. Some nice artwork on these. I don't think I'm going to keep these in the card. There is your Pontiac Firebird, 80s Pontiac Firebird. listening to Asia, driving down the street. Most people don't even know what that is, probably. So there is your Ford. Oh, I got the Ford Thunderbird. Sorry, I said I was missing the Ford Thunderbird. So which one am I missing? Maybe the other Camaro. We'll see. Might be the Challenger and the Camaro I'm missing though. We'll see. So there's the Thunderbird. I was in a hurry when I picked these up, so I wasn't even looking which ones they were. I just grabbed the ones that tried to make the set. I didn't even know I didn't have the set until I got in the line, but I picked up everything that they had. I would expect that these would show up in a dump bin at some point, but I haven't seen them. This is the Chevelle wagon. If I had to guess, I'm guessing that one is the most popular one, as wagons are very popular these days. There is the Corvette, which looks an awful lot like about every other Corvette we've seen lately. Nothing particularly fancy about that. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'm guessing I'm missing the Dodge Hemi Challenger and the Chevy Camaro RS. We'll see. That would make sense. There is the Chevy, oh, well, okay, it ain't the Chevy Camaro RS. Which one am I missing? Wait a second. Missing the Mustang. 67 Mustang and the Hemi Challenger. There you go. Those are the two I'm missing. I am missing those two right there. The Dodge Hemi Challenger and the Custom Mustang, I believe. So there we go. Now we got that one. And the Pontiac GTO. So a nice collection. I'll pick up the other two if I see them, but I'm not going to hold my breath, and things are piling up here. So once again, those guys are going off to the side. And those I think I'll just open up. I'm gonna keep the Spider-Man ones in their box in the blisters, but I'll open up the others. We'll run them down the road. Okay, next we've got some of these in the back, and I don't even remember what's here, so I'm gonna reach back here. We've got a bunch of Matchbox cars, some new Hot Wheels. By the way, A and B cases have come and gone here. I only got parts and pieces of them, so sorry. My Walmart supply line has all but fallen apart. There is the Raptor. I believe that is an A case car. Yeah, that is an A case car. I'll try to tell you, these are kind of mixed up. Another A case car. This one is a nice one. That is the Shelby Bel Air Gasser. You guys that watch the show know that that is one of my favorites to do customs with. So we've got, I have plenty of these in storage, so I left a bunch of these behind for the next guy. I only needed one with that sweet paint job on it, because I'm just going to strip the rest of them. There is a Matchbox. This was from the Land Rover series. A very nice series. I don't have a picture, I don't believe. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I do. There are the cars in the series. I have seen all of these at one time or another. I think this particular one is probably my favorite. These were showing up at Walmart too. Don't know if they were an exclusive or not. Sorry these aren't in much of a order, but there is the Toyota Land Cruiser. One of the newer Matchbox cars that's out. I'll reach back here and grab these first. Warthog, you know what? We've already seen the Warthog. Sorry about that. I was just dawned on me as I put it down. We've already seen the Warthog. Warthog, very popular. I just put one of these on the pegs this morning when I was checking my Walmart. They had one of them, and I put it right smack in the center of the pegs. So I have what I need of the Warthogs. Here we've got the 68 Mustang, this one the tuned version. Have not seen much of this, but it's hard for me to tell what's popular. That is a B case car, and boy, B case, it's only getting worse for me out here with Walmart. Not seeing much out here. Here's another tuned car from the B case. That the Dodge Charger Daytona. I do like that casting. But again, not seeing many of the B case cars. Sadly, there's a B case car. You want to know how bad it has been out here for B case and A case? This is the only mountain mauler I have ever seen. The rest have been bought up. So that tells you something. I ain't gonna find much. Here's a cool Matchbox. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, nobody's buying Matchbox out here. So the Matchbox cars I can get. I did find a few Skylines. Found some of the A100s, actually. Basically just bought the one I needed and put the rest in the center of the pegs. But I went back and checked the Skylines the next day, and they were still there. So out here, boy, nobody wants the Matchbox cars, but they're buying everything that's Hot Wheels. There's a nice one. That is the Ford Explorer. I believe that's one of the newer Matchbox cars. Look at those wheels. Those are nice wheels on that. At least I think they're nice wheels. I do like what Matchbox is doing lately. Finally getting some interesting stuff. Here's a B-case car. That is the Grass Chomper in green, as a Grass Chomper probably should be. This is an interesting car. Not sure I really like this car, but it is an interesting one. This is the Sergio Perez. They call it the Speedy Perez, and I don't know if Sergio had anything to do with the designing of that, but look at those wheels. I think that is the first time we've seen those wheels. Not really a fan of them, but I'm at least happy they're not bright green or bright orange or something. Not sure I can do anything with those wheels, but an interesting car. Here is Hover Storm. Had to pick this up. An homage to those favorite super fast Matchbox cars I had. There was a few hovercraft-like vehicles in there that this one is riffing off of, I think. See if Hover Storm's any good on the track. Reach back here, get some more. Alright, we've got some Christmas cars mixed in here. We did find those. Here's an older car. I think this was from maybe the P case. That is the Tour de Fast. Don't think I had picked one up yet. Maybe I did. I don't know. Those bikes up there aren't detailed enough for me. Otherwise, this would be a winner. Have to see what the next color combination that is on that one. There's Howlin' Heat, another one that I've only seen one of these, sadly. B case, of course. B case, just not getting out to me. There is a Zotic. This one of those letter cars with a great big R on top of it. I've seen some of these painted with Sharpies online. It is like a coloring book car. Maybe Hot Wheels should do more of that. Have a little contest, put out some black and white cars and let people color them. Here's an interesting one. And this one comes a bit with a story. Obviously not a Hot Wheels. Now this is part of the, let me get a little better shot there. This is part of the Shelby collectibles. You can find these at Toys R Us. At least that's where I've been seeing them. I've been seeing them now for about 2 or 3 years. They don't seem to be very popular. What's interesting about these, supposedly this is a chase piece. Here's what I think happened. Because if this was a chase piece, then I left about 20 of them behind. I think they basically redid these and just put colored wheels on them. And all the cars in those particular cases have colored wheels. So when you see these, there's ones with blue wheels, red wheels, well, pink wheels. I don't know if there's any others. I just saw these. I thought, huh, that's interesting. Did I find a chase? I looked it up. Nah, they aren't popular enough anyways to matter. I put the rest back. I didn't really want them for the cost of these, but I do like this car. I really like it, that Shelby Cobra. And so I did pick this one up with the white wheels. Not interested in it as a chase piece. I am probably going to take this car out and take a closer look. But for right now, well, if these are your things, the Shelby Collectibles seems to be doing something interesting with them, at least by putting colored wheels on them. I'm not sure people that collect Shelby Collectibles want colored wheels so much. 2 other cars I'm going to throw in here real quick because they are never going to be completed, and that is the Fast and Furious 67 Ford Mustang. So a nifty car. I'll never find this series. These are the only two I've ever seen. And here's the Dodge Challenger. I did go to a show this weekend. They were selling these. I could have picked them up, but they wanted 20 bucks for the whole collection, and I'm just not interested in them. That Honda S200 was, people were still collecting those and gathering them up, and not my thing. And so it just jacks the price of these collections up, and not many people are willing to break up the collection and sell me all the other cars except for that Honda. So I've got two. I really wanted this Challenger. That is my favorite of the group, but I know that most people, that's not going to be their favorite. So let me double check over here real quick and get a few more of these out of the way since we're talking here. Few more extra bonus material because these don't have a home either. There is the new Ford Bronco from Matchbox in green this time. I do like that one. I don't like the white, but I like everything else about it. Here's your Skyline. That is the one that is coveted right now. I tell you, I could fill this with a bunch of rocks and call it a Skyline, like limited edition future concept or something, and people would just buy it. Like you could put anything out there and call it a Skyline and people are going to buy it. I do have to say that I like this one better than most of the the Hot Wheels ones that have come out lately, so kind of shows my taste there. Another interesting one, I almost didn't get this one because I thought, it's a Prius and it's a taxi. Not really my thing. But when else are you going to see a Prius, you know? Kind of funny. I see these things every single day. You cannot drive more than 100 yards without seeing a Prius, but try to find one in die-cast form, and not easy to find. You can find Skylines, you just can't find Priuses. And there is the Chevy Ambulance, or sorry, not Chevy Ambulance, the Cadillac Ambulance, and that one in kind of an aqua color. I believe I picked this one up before and showed it to you guys, but I wasn't sure. We were at the dollar store, I picked it up. So pretty sure we've already got that one. So I will take most of these out. We'll run them through the diorama in the next video for those that want to watch. And thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.